Catus, Maximus here. I'm going to make short work of this video. Thought this was a kind of an interesting idea, so I want to do a review on it. Paid $10. I think the MSRP is $15. It's a double blade pruning saw. The problem is they made it too cheaply. It could have actually, the idea itself could actually have some merit, but total sheet metal execution and the fact that it's using proprietary blades. These may be similar to other folding pruning saw blades, but you can't get any blades for them. The idea is that you have this double lever or double lock button here. Silver side for the pruning blade, which is silver, and the black side, which is a metal cutting blade. So the best thing I could think of it is maybe you hung some Christmas lights from a tree, you're pruning the branch, and you ended up hitting a nail with the pruning blade. And with these flame ground, these are the triple chip or Japanese back cutting, or both direction, by cutting aggressive teeth. I always mess that up. If you hit a nail, you're going to dull these pretty quickly. Just as soon as you know you're hitting a nail, you've already basically ruined the blade. But I think the idea is that happens. You'd fold this back in, it locks up, then you press the black button, and out you would pull this 32 TPI hacksaw blade. Well, it's like a disposable product because you can't get blades for it. They do have multiple positions. I will give them credit for that. So you do have the offset, the 10 degree or 15 degree offset, so you have a little bit more purchase when you're cutting. You can do it as a straight cut, it will lock into that position. And then you have like the bonus awkward angle cut. But since you, that's the problem with the idea, is really it was just made so cheaply, and these blades are super thin, but I thought it could have had some merit. Now, maybe if it was a $20 or $30 product and they had made some type of nicer assembly for it, that's the kind of my feelings with this, is it could have been pretty decent if they made an assembly that would, say, take reciprocating saw blades. That way, it would just be a dual blade saw, and you could put in whatever you wanted, whether you wanted, fine tooth, flame ground, maybe a different pitch of metal cutting blade, maybe this type of really aggressive blade, or this style of pruning blade. That way you could put in different blades and be able to easily replace them and be able to customize the work of the tool you want. That you could adjust the coarseness of your flame grounds for the pruning blade, and then you could, of course, not be stuck with such a super fine tooth 32 TPI. That's a super fine hacksaw blade. And then it may, if it had a little bit more structure, having some type of interchange assembly, it would probably work a little bit better. It might be better also as a 12-inch version. This appears to be a 9-inch version. Let's take a look here. This is a 9-inch Sawzall blade. Oh, it's even less than that. It's maybe 7.5-inch blades on this. So anyway, that's all I really have to say. Kind of odd expense. The only other thing to really mention is this handle. You can see the notch. This is actually an overmold. So they had some kind of crazy contraption to hold this folded piece of sheet metal in order to actually get this overmolding going. And that's kind of it seemed like a strangely expensive process on such a cheap tool. And it's actually not Chinese. It is Taiwanese. So, I guess it's a little bit better quality, but this is just, terrible execution. It's just a cheap sheet metal tool from PT, and they could have done a lot better. Anyway, I really appreciate everybody who's been watching and subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. Until next time, Catus Maximus out.